When I was a child, I once had a encounter with a family member.
Animation is one of the hardest, time-consuming hobbies, taking hours just to do a few frames of work. There's not a lot of big YouTube animators, but one of the biggest ones was called out for something terrible. James Bear made his channel on November 7th, 2013. But he didn't post till 2014, his first video being Jam World, Zombie for a Bro, Season 1, Episode 1.
Where is Maverick? Oh, hey dude.
This stupid series was inspired by Ed's World, another popular animation series at the time. James wouldn't get recognition for his animations until late 2019 when he posted a series based off of No Nut November when it was a big trend.
I can finally go back to having a normal life.
About that.
What is it?
Well, after November comes the hard part.
What's so bad about December? It's Christmas time.
Hi, boy.
I'll whisper it to you.
So, what you're saying is, I gotta yank my tank every day in December?
I really don't know why people liked his content. I mean, don't get me wrong, the animation is okay, it's not bad, and I can appreciate that, but his fucking videos are so corny. But regardless of what I think, he ended up gaining 100,000 subscribers that year because of this video. He wouldn't stop growing either. As of now, he has 300,000 subscribers, but he would throw it all away. On January 28th, 2024, he would post a goodbye on his Twitter, as well as change his bio to 1999 through 2024, also blacking out his profile picture and banner. People started to assume the worst, that he was dead, but this was not the case. Things were a lot darker than they seemed. Before he did this to his Twitter, on March 10th, 2022, James would be called out for something disgusting. A Twitter user by the name of Lalo Does Art would post a document claiming that James Bear had sex with his sister. I'm only going to be covering some of this document because it's kind of like a schizo post. They made 182 document of almost just nonsense, and I could barely fucking get through it all. That's also the reason why this document went under the radar for so long. I mean, look at this tweet. This is what they had to say. He fucked his very underage sister and admitted it in a Skype call like it was nothing. There was a huge document some autistic guy posted about it, but it went under the radar because the guy filled the document with a bunch of other nonsense. And I agree with them. But anyways, let's get into said document. James says it all began in February 2013 when I began to get a little friend called depression. I didn't know it at the time, and I did something terrible. I had sex with my sister, which at the time I was 13 and she was 9. Fuck, if it makes you feel any better, I'm suffering emotionally, and I did it because of depression. Someone told me that depression can't make you do things, and we've been doing till between 2015 and 2016, and I know it's still affecting me. In 2014, I got beat up outside in a cold winter night, and I got sick, and that sickness could have killed me. And in 2015, I gotten sick again. Gotten sick? I gotten sick again? This dude's a fucking idiot. Holy fuck. But while I was sick, I cried myself to sleep and I began to lose friends. My depression kept getting to me. My dad emotionally abused me too. And so January 23rd, 2016, I began to felt like shit and I nearly took my own life. But I didn't and went to sleep. My friend Alex, I told him on that day that I should, and I forgot to tell him that I'm going to sleep. Got worried and phoned the RCMP, and they took me to the hospital. And they were checking on me to see if I'm okay, but I was. So yeah, I gotten sick again, but I'm okay. So yeah, that's what happened, but don't tell anyone, by the way. Holy fuck, this guy's fucking stupid. Between all the spelling errors and then telling someone casually you fucked your sister and then just going, oh yeah, don't tell anyone, by the way, as well as blaming it on depression. I don't know about y'all, but when I get depressed, I don't think about fucking family members. How about you guys? Yeah, I didn't think so. After all this came out, he decided to make a public statement. With what's being brought up about me, I have to admit about the sister thing. It did happen, but only once, when we were just kids, and it was consensual. Anything else about me being a pedophile or grooming a minor is not true whatsoever. Those messages are over 4 years old to a 13-year-old, while I was only 16 years old. Therefore, I was a minor myself. I made a mistake when I was a kid, and I didn't know it was bad. But those mistakes I made back all those years ago don't define who I am today. I'm a completely different person. I will be taking a break since the threats and the false accusations have taken a huge toll on Claire and I's mental health. So yeah, I just wanted to clear the air on that front. Just kids. You were 13 years old. She was fucking 9. So I don't want to hear that fucking excuse. You were a teenager. And you contradict yourself. In the messages you were having with that other person, you said that it happened many times till 2016. And now you're saying that it only happened once. So you're trying to downplay the situation. But what is going on now? Why is this drama being brought up again after years? Because someone claiming to be his sister has come out with her own document exposing him for everything. She posted her document on Twitter, but her account got banned or deleted. What I think is James or her parents found out about it and had the whole thing shut down. But let's look at that. The doc is titled, "I'm Tired of Staying Silent." And she says, "I'm writing this doc to come forward with my abuse that my disgusting piece of shit brother, James Bear, has done to me. Yes, I'm unfortunately his sister, and I despise that fuck greatly. Before any of you guys think this is another cassette girl situation, no it's not. Unlike Lex, I actually have proof and everything lines up. You guys might be wondering, why should we believe some random person claiming to be his sister? Because she has pictures of his desk with his drawing tablet on it and play button. She goes on to say, at the age of 9, I was raped by James. I don't remember much about it, but that's when it started. It continued for a long time, especially past 2016. James lied about that part when he addressed this shit. I wish I had done something to stop him, but I couldn't fight back. I was a weak young girl whose innocence was stolen by a sick bastard of a sibling. No one was there to protect me. I had no one to trust or get support from. And if I had said something to my parents, they probably would have gotten mad at me and not put James far away from me. One time in 2019, when I was lashing out at my mom, I told her what James did to me. And she was like, forget about it and move on, or some shit. Don't you know how damaging that was for me? To have my own mom say that to my face? This wasn't even the first time where she didn't punish my siblings harshly. When I was 11, I told my mom that my second oldest brother was being weird to me, and she got mad at me. When she noticed I was wearing my bra and panties when she confronted him, she didn't call the police. She just left him off with a slap on the wrist and started taking me on trips whenever we would visit my older brother at a university dormitory. Not looking good for my mom. She should have protected me and been there for me. Anyways, back to James. He's done some disgusting acts to me, like lick my breasts and my vaginal area, kissed me, vaginal penetration, anal and oral. I want to cover my mouth and other areas just thinking about it. And he did, of course, hurt me while doing some of these acts and made me feel disgusting. Maybe I do have PTSD after all. I'm not going to read the whole document because it's hella disturbing, but she goes on to say the essaying didn't stop till September 2020, which I believe her over James because, you know, he keeps changing his fucking story and because he's not the victim in this situation, even though he likes to act like he's a victim when he really isn't. But after this document came out, another document would drop, but the evidence wasn't as convincing. It talked about how James Bear allegedly had all these side accounts where he would harass people on them, which is probably also true, but there's not enough evidence, so I'm not gonna cover it. But yeah, that's the whole James Bear lore. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and leave a comment if you guys got any thing you guys want me to cover, because I will. But peace.